Hey everyone, so this video is about my current favourite things. So it's a whole heap of stuff, not just beauty and makeup related, it's lifestyle, just activities, food, drink, some makeup and beauty type products as well that I would share with you. Sometimes it's just a general category of stuff, but I thought I would let you know what I'm enjoying at the moment. So it's not like a typical monthly favorites or anything like that. It's just stuff that I'm currently really enjoying or liking. So to get started with, I guess the first thing is peppermint tea. Tea generally is one of my favourite things. I enjoy drinking tea. I have quite an extensive collection of tea. I like different types. I'm not a huge fan of green teas generally, but like oolong tea, white tea, black tea, herbal tea, whatever it is, I'll give it a go and see if I like it. I don't like chamomile tea. Bit controversial, maybe, I know. It's very popular, but I just don't like it. I hate it. It just tastes gross to me. Anything with chamomile in it, I just don't like it. But the tea that I've been drinking the most lately is peppermint tea. Plain peppermint tea. I've also been using tea bags more. I just find that it's kind of easy to just pop it in the cup, fill it with hot water and just leave it in there when I'm drinking it, particularly when I've been working and don't really have time to steep the leaves and then get rid of the leaves and do all that, which can be a little bit of a hassle sometimes. If I've got more time, I'll use loose leaf, but yeah, just peppermint tea. I've been liking it from a few different brands. I bought a brand just from Woolworths, a grocery store, and that was fine. And I've got a T2 peppermint tea as well, which has been pretty good too. But I mean, peppermint tea is pretty much peppermint tea, let's be honest. So that's something that I've been enjoying. You can drink it really any time of day. You don't really have to worry about drinking it late at night or anything like that. So I've been enjoying that. I guess another sort of food related consumable, I guess, marinated feta. And it's not necessarily a recent discovery, but I think about a year and a bit ago. So my tastes have changed as far as food goes in the last 2-3 years. So things like soda water that I found really salty, and feta, which I always found too salty, I quite enjoy now. So with marinated feta, or just even feta in general, but marinated feta I've been finding a bit better. That rhymes, unintentional. But there was a brand that Coles, another grocery store here in Australia, sold, and they discontinued it. It's really annoying because it was really nice. It was basil and tomato marinated, which, yeah, I've been trying other brands. There was one at a farmer's market that I bought not long ago where they make their own, and that was really nice. I've still got some of that left. So I will normally have it in just a salad, generally a beetroot salad with some feta. So spinach, beetroot, feta, some other stuff if I've got anything, and just chuck it all in there. Sometimes I'll just put it on the side if I've got just like, what do they call it, like a garbage bowl kind of a thing, where I've just got bits of leftovers. I'll just put a couple of little cubes of feta. But what I've been really enjoying, and this is another, I guess, one of my current favourite things, is I think they call it TikTok pasta. I don't have TikTok, I'm not really into it. I use Instagram, but TikTok, yeah, not my thing. But TikTok pasta. Essentially, I sort of do my own version, but somebody explained it to me. I'm like, that sounds pretty easy and pretty delicious, so I'll give it a go. I just have a glass dish, chuck in a whole bunch of cherry tomatoes, a little bit of olive oil over the tomatoes, and then I put in the blocks of marinated feta around, just sort of in between the tomatoes. I also add my own herbs. So I add some rosemary, a little bit of thyme, oregano or oregano for some of you, and basil, lots of basil. I also like a lot of rosemary too. A little bit of salt and pepper, and sometimes if I want it to be a bit thicker, I'll add like a tomato paste to it as well. I just pop it in the oven and leave it in there. I think I have it generally on 180 degrees Celsius, which my oven is very temperamental. Sometimes it's hot, sometimes it's cold. So I just put it in 180 fan forced and leave it for maybe half an hour, 40 minutes. I do keep checking on it. Sometimes I'll leave it a little bit longer if I want to. But the feta sort of bakes over the top and it gets a little bit brown and golden brown on the top of it. And if that happens, then I'll just kind of push it down a little bit under the tomatoes if the tomatoes aren't quite ready. But then I get it out of the oven, just smash it all together with a fork, and then put it with pasta. And it's actually really, really delicious. I find what works well too if you squeeze a little bit of lemon juice just before you eat it. And it just kind of brings out the flavours and makes, like, it complements it really well. The acidity kind of cuts through it a bit. But yeah, it's like a creamy tomato sauce for pasta, and it's really easy. You just chuck everything in and kind of forget it's there, smash it up and put it with pasta. So I've been enjoying that as well. I've been freezing it too, so I just kind of pre-make it, pop it in the freezer and have like little portion sizes if I need a quick lunch or something like that. That's been really handy. I guess another sometimes food that I've been enjoying, which I only discovered recently, is nougat, but it's a soft kind of nougat in a wedge. And for everything, I'll continue to add like pictures somewhere on the screen, that way you've got some visuals as well. But I never thought I liked nougat, but it's also something that I never really went out to try. But yeah, this particular one, it's got like forest fruits in it, and it's really nice. So again though, it is a sometimes food, it's not an all the time food. So I probably could have gone without discovering that, but yeah, you know, it's fine as long as you don't have too much. What else? Is there anything? The other thing that I've still been enjoying, and again, it's something that I discovered a little while ago and really like it. I generally make it in a really big batch, and it's this lemon soup. I'll link the recipe below. I think it's by Unbound Wellness. I like a lot of her recipes, and I think I tried another one. I can't remember what it's called. It's a chicken dish, and even my husband really liked it. And it's got like arrowroot powder and some other things that I'd never heard of before, but they work really well. But this is a lemon chicken soup. I don't add the cauliflower rice in it anymore. I just leave that out because I don't like the taste of cauliflower, and I don't find that it needs it. I don't mind it when it's a bit runny. So generally what I'll put in it is I put in extra lemon. I love lemon, so I really want it to have that punch, and I add in extra dill when I make mine. So I used carrots, the onions, the kale, chicken, dill, and the bone broth as well, and extra lemon. And sometimes I'll put a little bit of the lemon zest in there as well. And I do make it with the eggs. And it's such, I think to me, when I hear people describe food as being nourishing, this would be the soup that really embodies that for me. It really gives you that impression of being a really nourishing meal. It just makes you feel good. It's not heavy, but it's really satisfying as far as soup goes, and I just love the flavours. So yeah, if you're interested, try it out. Let me know how you go. But even though it's getting warmer here, it's great during winter, but I'll eat this soup all year round. And it's also, for me, I found that it freezes really well. I just put it in Tupperware containers, reheat it when I need it, and it's a really quick, easy meal, and it just is like a feel-good meal as well. So that's something that I've been enjoying. I guess moving on from food, some of the products that I've been enjoying recently are from Soap and Glory. So it's their original, what is it called? The original pink scent, I think. So it's just the wash, the body wash, and the scrub. I don't know if it's called Flake Away, I think it might be called, or Scrub of Your Life as well. There's a few products that I've been using, but I just in general, I really enjoy the Soap and Glory products, and they're quite affordable as well. So those are some of the things that I've been liking in the shower. Talking about affordable skincare products, just Cetaphil moisturizer. I've been finding that I haven't really been purchasing expensive skincare recently. I've been using what I've got, but I'm starting to question whether or not I'll even bother repurchasing a lot of the stuff that I was using, because now I've got a really basic skincare regime, and I think I'll focus on more treatments, like salon treatments going forward, rather than expensive at-home products, because my skin's been pretty good. Look, I've got enlarged pores, I do have fine lines and wrinkles, but you know, I'm almost 37, so it is what it is. Back to the original story is the skincare, just a Cetaphil moisturizer. So this one's just a general, I think it's a sensitive skin, body and face moisturizer. It's been working really well. It's simple. I'll just put some on my face, hands, arms, and it's fine. I haven't been breaking out, which I still have very acne prone skin, mainly across this part of my cheek and mainly on my right cheek, but also on my left, and then across my chin. So around the chin area, occasionally in my forehead area just here, but a lot of the time on my cheeks and on my chin is where I get breakouts, and on my chin I get really big, like cystic under the skin acne, which really hurts. So I was hoping that, you know, by the time I was this age it wouldn't be a problem, but it's been a lot better, just to simplify everything. So yeah, I don't know if I'll go back into expensive skincare. Just good choices that work for my skin, and if it happens to be expensive, then so be it. But if it's not, I'm not going to force my skin to use products that it just doesn't like because they're meant to work really well. So I guess another thing that I don't have on my list to mention, but it has been something that I've been finding working really well, is the Mario Badescu cleansers. So I've been using two. I think it's an enzyme cleanser. I'll pop a picture of it up. It's green, and a glycolic foaming cleanser as well. I've got combination skin. Generally, it'll either be combination and dry. I get dry patches, but I get oily patches too. But as the weather heats up more, as we're coming into summer now, I'll get oilier. But during the winter months, I'll be a little bit dry. But I've been finding these cleansers are working really well. What else? So, general stuff, hair clips. I've been trying to wear my hair natural more, and as you know, I've not dyed my hair. It's something that I'm growing out my greys. If you're interested in an update video specifically about that, let me know in the comments below, and I can show you my progress and share my thoughts about my experience so far. So I think it's been about a year and a half now since I've dyed my hair. But yeah, hair clips. I've got these clips that they kind of look like a flower, and they open up and you can clasp them around a bun. So it kind of just twirl your hair up, like sort of put it in. It's a ring around it and it holds it in. That's really handy. You don't need to have to worry about a hair elastic or anything like that. But also just small clips where I can wear my hair half up, half down. I don't like wearing my hair down completely because I hate things behind my ears. So tucking my hair behind my ears, it feels so uncomfortable for me. Like headbands, sunglasses, anything like headphones that go behind your ears drive me nuts. I just don't like it. So I generally will have, even if I'm wearing it mostly all down, is this little section I'll kind of pull back and clip it just at the back a little bit, just so this stuff isn't right behind my ear, because I don't like it. It's one of my things. But that's something that I've been enjoying, is just simple basic hair clips. Nothing special, but it is something I've been using a lot and enjoying. There is another food item that I forgot about. It's a drink, and it is a cider. So these are non-alcoholic ciders. I don't really drink a lot at all. Occasionally I might have a drink, but I'm just not one to drink alcohol really. I don't really go out and party hard or anything like that. I just don't like the taste of a lot of alcohols, and I don't like the way that it makes me feel. So why bother? But Bilpin Cider. So they're near the base of the mountains here in New South Wales, and they actually sell at one of my local farmers markets too. They come down here every now and then, so I sometimes get it from them. They've got a few different flavours in their non-alcoholic range. I think it's raspberry, lemon, ginger, normal cider, and blood orange is a new one that they came out with, and I've been really enjoying the blood orange. I also like the ginger one, but that's because I really enjoy ginger. I love ginger beer, ginger, anything like that. It's yum. But the blood orange has been very refreshing and not what I expected, but I really like it. So that's probably going to be something that I will enjoy over the Christmas period coming up. I think it's going to go really well with just a Christmas lunch, which we generally have like turkey and ham and stuff at Christmas, but cold. So being able to have a nice tart kind of blood orange cider with some turkey and coleslaw and ham and potato salad, oh, that's what dreams are made of. I really enjoy that part of Christmas, just getting together and eating the food that is just Christmas food for us. It's very different to having a cold Christmas, I guess. But yeah, so what else? They're leggings, but not just any leggings, like KMART leggings. I've been sort of living in them, and they look fine and they're very affordable. So the ones I wear the most are the dark denim full length leggings and the black. I did order a few more pairs just to have as backups in case these ones wore through, because they are pretty cheap as far as price point, but I've washed them and worn them so frequently and they're still not thinning out. I tend to have a problem in my thigh area because my thighs rub together when I walk. I've got, I've got some thighs, and I find that that area tends to wear away and get really thin on a lot of pants and leggings for me. But so far so good. I'm very impressed, and I think they were, I'm pretty sure I showed them in my KMART try-on haul, and they're the same ones that I had. If I didn't, I bought them at the same time or just after that KMART haul, and they're still fine. The dark denim has faded a little bit in certain sections, but I think it still looks good. I'm not one to wear jeans. I kind of like, I don't really like the tight denim feeling, so these give that sort of jean look without the discomfort of jeans. So I've been really liking them. Wearing around the house, wearing them out, it's just so easy and they're so affordable and just so comfortable. So yeah, if you're interested, check them out because they're very affordable, they're pretty decent, and even if they only last a season or so, that's fine. But I found they've lasted a lot longer than I thought they were going to, and they don't show any signs of breaking or anything like that, so thumbs up from me. A couple more things, I guess. Sleep music. So it's not necessarily designed for sleep, or it might be designed for sleep, I'm not sure. But on Spotify, I've got a few songs that I have on a playlist that I just play on repeat overnight. My husband snores and I'm a light sleeper. So as it is, I already wear earplugs every night. And I've been trying different earplugs and I cannot find any that work better than just the you know, pink nude foam coloured earplugs, and even they're not great. I can still hear him. So I'm a really light sleeper. I've been finding what helps a little bit is just playing music quite loud on my phone next to the bed, on the side table overnight, and it kind of drowns out the noise or muffles it a little bit more. But also I like playing the sleep music if I'm laying down or just trying to relax or calm down. I've really enjoyed that. And also there's some videos of like rain and stuff on YouTube that I use, but there's a few songs in particular that I just find really relaxing, and I've noticed that the dogs really like it too. When I play it, the dogs just chill out and calm down, so that's been interesting. Don't know if that's a thing, but it makes sense, I guess, if it helps me calm down. But I will try to remember to list some of the names of the artist and the songs that I've been liking for part of my sleep playlist. I guess the last thing that I'll finish on, and maybe I'll make another one of these, but is gardening. So my garden is fairly simple because we didn't plant it. It was here when we moved into the house, and it's just like a row of hedges out the back. But I've sort of added a little vegetable garden, a little raised garden bed out the back in the corner, because that was the only room I could fit it in, and lots of pots on my alfresco or like patio area. As well as next to the shed with the pool equipment in it, I've got some pots there too. So anywhere that I've been able to fit just some fruits, veggies and stuff like that, I've just sort of crammed them in. I will be filming a video hopefully this week if the weather's good, provided that I can, and if I get a chance to do it, and if it's not this week it'll be next week, to I guess show you my garden and my yard, but also to show you me moving things around, because I want to reorganize the pots, because you'll see why. It's a bit much out there at the moment, and I just kind of want to redo it to form a path that goes straight out, and I'll show you when you see the video. If it's something you're interested in, that'll be up soon. I might do a short on the day that I'm filming it, just so you know that it's coming, but yeah, that's something that I really want to do, so maybe this weekend. We'll see what's happening, as long as the weather's decent. It's been a bit cold here actually. It was really hot a couple of days. It was quite hot, and now it's gotten a bit cool again, but I don't mind. I don't mind the cooler weather. I hate hot weather, but I like hot weather because my tomatoes will start ripening up, so I'm looking forward to that. I've got, I don't know, 13 tomato plants, maybe more, I'm not sure, in pots, and I planted some onions, so I think I ended up planting just over 100 onions in the limited space that I have. I didn't anticipate they would all survive, and I have lost some of them. And I might have to thin some of them out, otherwise they won't get to their full size. But that's okay. It's the first time I've ever grown onions. We'll see how they turn out. I think they might be ready for Christmas, but I don't know. It might be January until they're full size, but I'll need to look into it. But I've really been enjoying gardening and getting into just growing produce, I guess. It's been something that I've enjoyed. That's another reason why I would really love to have a property where I could plant just pretty things and things that I like. So if I wanted a big tree, I could just pop out onto the property and plant a tree, or if I wanted some pretty flowers, I could just plant some pretty flowers in a little cluster or something like that. I also plan on, when we do want to buy a property that's probably like say 2 acres plus, so between 2 and 5 acres. More would be like great, fantastic, but realistically there's really not a lot of properties that meet our needs, which internet. It needs to be decent internet, because working from home, but also just our lifestyle, we need internet. and the internet here is just a joke. Yeah, that's another story altogether, but like there was a big project that just kind of stopped, and now there's places that just have wireless, which is not reliable. The latency and stuff is just terrible for a lot of things that we need to do, which wouldn't work. So we need some form of cable, like fiber internet, and trying to find that with a rural property that has land, it's rare. So yeah, we'll see. Maybe something will come up. Fingers crossed. So it'll just be really lovely to just have somewhere. I plan on planting like strawberries and things like that. I've actually got some which I grew from seed, so I'll show you those in my garden tour. But I want to have an area where I can just grow mint and just let it go wild. I love the smell of mint. I love mint, basil, rosemary, just running my hands through it and just getting that aroma. Oh, it makes me feel good. And it just smells beautiful, and makes me smile. So I would love to have an area that was just covered in mint, because it grows nuts. If you don't have it in a pot, it'll just spread out and grow wild. And I would want that in an area of a garden, and that's something that I'd like to do. But I guess that's kind of pretty much all of my favourite things at the moment. Favourite things to eat, drink, do, use, all of that stuff. Please let me know if you've got any favourites or any suggestions on things that you think I might like. And what have your favourite things been recently? Have you picked up a new hobby? Or have you discovered a new food or product that you've really been enjoying? I would love to know, so please let me know. I hope you're all having a fantastic day, morning or evening, whatever it is, wherever you are. And I'll see you all in my next